guys, Luca here is going down for his nap, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to sit down and kind of go through my birth story. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. How do I put you down? He's literally perfect. Okay, today I am 11 days postpartum, which honestly I can't believe. I cannot believe there's not a huge orb attached to me anymore. Overall, I'm feeling great. I am recovering good. I just want to share my actual birth story. It was kind of dramatic. If you didn't know, I had a scheduled C-section. I gave birth on March 3rd. Actual C-section itself is not bad, or at least for me, it was not bad. It's more so absolutely everything else. Immediately went to the room where they kind of prep you for the procedure, and they have you there for about 2-ish hours before you go to the OR. So then they took me back into the OR. Bradley had to wait until they were fully ready for him to come in. This is the one part of the C-section that did not go good. Anesthesiologist has to put in the spinal tap, and this is supposed to be the quickest part of this procedure. For some reason, I'm extremely unlucky, and they just couldn't get the spinal tap in the right place. I kept feeling it being inserted into the wrong place, and that was not a good feeling. Let me tell you, it was very uncomfortable. It took about, I want to say 20-30 minutes just for him to insert the spinal tap, or to feel everything from, you know, up here down just go completely numb. I started to feel much better. Like, okay, it's in, it's go time. I'm like sitting there chatting with the guy, and then all of a sudden I get this huge wave of nausea. I barely had time to get out the words like I need a bag next to my mouth, and I just puked for like 5 minutes. So that was not enjoyable. After that is the time Bradley finally came in, and then everything else in there went perfectly good. I literally couldn't feel anything. Then at 9:32 a.m. baby Luca was born. I heard his first cry, and I just, oh my gosh, I cannot even describe that feeling. And they held him up above the little curtain thing so I could see him, and I just lost it. I've seen so many people asking how much he actually weighed. So he was born at 8 pounds and 14 ounces, almost a 9-pound baby. Like, those ultrasounds were not lying. He was a big boy. This is where things started to not be ideal. His oxygen was low, which is actually super common with type 1 diabetic babies, especially when they are preterm. It wasn't emergency low where they needed to immediately take him, like wrap him up in a swaddle, and they brought him over to me. We got that little moment. I also got to hold him for maybe just 5 minutes after they wheeled me out of the OR. After that, he was just taken. And that was literally like the hardest thing. Like, sorry, I just lost it. Like, my baby was just like ripped from my arms basically, and I can't get up. I can't go with them to the NICU. So with C-sections, you cannot get up and walk for at least 6 hours. Could not get up. I could not go to the NICU and see my baby. Bradley, of course, was sending me photos, and I mean, as soon as he got to the NICU, they checked his oxygen. It dropped even more, and he got placed on a CPAP machine. They also checked his blood sugars, and it was low. He had a little tube in his mouth, and they were giving him this sugar drip. So anyway, fast forward like 6 hours, they were like, do you want to try to get up and go to the NICU? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't care how bad it hurts. I'm getting up. I'm going to go see my baby. Saw him, and I mean, obviously I broke down. Like, you do not want to see your baby hooked up to machines and all this stuff. Just, it was so hard. He was stable, but just seeing him on all these things was obviously, no one wants to see that. First night was I mean, all my hormones are crashing. My baby's in the NICU, obviously in pain as well. It was just the most emotional night of my life. Don't think I ever stopped crying for more than 20 minutes. And then you have all the nurses coming in constantly, every hour to 2 hours, checking on you, giving you meds, pushing on your tummy. That was so painful. Jeez, I need to speed this up. I'm sorry. I don't want this video to be like 10 minutes long. So that was the first day, and second day definitely went a lot better. Bradley and I were constantly in the NICU, sitting with him, checking on him. They were changing out or switching his CPAP thing. We were monitoring his oxygen on the little vital machine. It was not dropping. Right now, they did not think he was getting off. They just thought they were switching out or whatever they were doing. But his oxygen was staying up, and he was good, and they're like, okay, so let's just continue to watch this, make sure it doesn't drop. Of course, I'm like sobbing again because he finally did not have to wear that mask anymore. Now, basically, all they needed to do before he could leave the NICU was make sure he could stabilize his blood sugars on his own without needing that sugar drip. Do that by slowly weaning him off. So that was on day 2. It took about 2 days to fully get off the drip. So we were there for 3 nights. And on the 4th day in the morning, we still were under the impression that he was going to be there another night. Like 7:30 or 8 a.m. They walked in my hospital room with him. They were like, surprise. It was so amazing to have him completely off everything, in our room, in our vicinity. perfect, healthy boy. All that mattered was he was safe, he was healthy, he was with us. By about noon o'clock that day, we were all discharged to go home together, finally to head home as a family of 3 for the first time. So hopefully this video wasn't too long, but that was my birth story. I'm thankful every single second of every single day that he is home now, he is healthy. Obviously over the past week, we have just been in our newborn bubble and it has been just the best week of our lives. Now I'm gonna go get some newborn snuggles, but I hope you guys have the best weekend. I love you guys.